All right. Hey, teacher. Hey, teacher. I'll get better at this at some point. Yes, you do, because that's not how you say it. No thought control, guys. So you let me know if I'm controlling your thoughts. Okay? No brainwashing. None of that stuff that Rick Santorum talks about. Really quick, I'll probably throw this in the syllabus. Let's show you some tips on weekly response assignments. Specifically, okay, how do I, what's going on? No. Oh, geez. There we go. Weekly response assignments, okay, vary in length. Some are 1 paragraph, some are 3 paragraphs. Some of them you'll just have to upload an image or maybe a video or audio or something, but definitely at least one is just an image where you write a sentence on it. And when that happens, please just write a sentence on it. Don't, you'll see. But this week was a 3 paragraph response. I'm going to grade the last 3 that I have here. Okay, I'm gonna grade the last 3. You can see my screen. You can see all the tabs I have open. This is a Gavlin's Canvas page. I'm going to use Gavlin's page because in the last 2 weeks, I've graded the Gavlin Canvas page after Evergreens. I'm sorry, Gavlin. So next week I'm gonna start with Gavlin, but they should get to see their own Canvas page as a result in this video if they're watching. You can see all the tabs I have open. Yes, I am listening to Talk That Talk, Rihanna. Okay, don't judge me. I was listening to Lou Reed right before that, and some really like Megadeth, other stuff. No, just kidding. It's probably the Eagles or some nonsense. So first things first, I open up this is how it looks for me, right? View rubric. Is this how it looks for you? Do you see these marks? I'm gonna open this up. I'm gonna try to do a rubric for each one of these. Hopefully it's up before you submit, but if not, after you've written it and turned it in, when you want to check your grade, there'll be points spread out this way. This is better than I used to just give people 18 out of 20, 15 out of 20, and sometimes I could leave feedback if I had time. I feel like this is better. This way I can give you more substantial point allotment. And if I don't have time to leave feedback, you can kind of get the gist, right? Well, he gave me 3 out of 4 for the length. So I guess the paragraphs were, there were only 2 paragraphs, or it was a little short, as far as sentences go. For example, let's look at 3 of these. This is a 3 paragraph response. They have what appears to be 1 paragraph. Let's count the sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4. They got one paragraph in there, and then another sentence. This is probably rushed. Okay, you can see the time too, right at the end there. Don't rush it like that. Just you're allowed to submit these late. It'll just, but this is a little short. So let's see. Out of 4 points, 3 paragraphs. I mean, they're missing 2 paragraphs. We're gonna give them half. We're gonna give them 2 out of 4. 50%. That's like failing for that category. Grammar and composition. Grammar, right? Proofread. You will prevent a lot of mistakes by proofreading. A lot of times I'll just breeze through a paragraph. I'll pick, for example, on this one, not this specific assignment, but this person's, let's get to the next one actually, because this one's a little too short. Grammar. The former slaves identified with Chief Joseph and then his purse. I see their sentence structure's all right. They're discriminated in every way possible and were treated like animals, slaves, and Indians. It's not the greatest, it's not the most, it's not poetry, but it's solid. 3.5. Format. Well, don't number the paragraphs. That's one thing. And there's also 3 of them. There's no citations here. I don't specify citations in the instructions, but it's nice to have those. Some people did include those. So let's say 1.5. And content. Not a lot of content here. Sorry. Gonna give you, this person gets a 6. Usually, very few people have gotten lower than 8. But there's not a lot here, right? This is just throwing together a few sentences. So, this is anonymous, right? Yeah. So, Here we go. Here we go. 3-paragraph response means 3 paragraphs. 1-paragraph response means 1 paragraph. This is several paragraphs, or maybe they broke it up thinking it would look better. Here's the deal, folks. More is not more, right? You know, less is more. More is not more. If I say 3 paragraphs, I want to see 3 paragraphs. Writing 4 or 5, showing me you can write a whole lot more does not impress me at all, okay? Long sentences, no. Keep the sentences short, sweet, simple, to the point. Here's the thing, you know, I'm not gonna be too hard on you on this one because eventually you come full circle. You're gonna go through college, your writing's gonna go into various directions. I used the semicolon a lot as an undergrad. I have recently, in the last year or two, started using the M dash, the long dash, like it's going out of style, the vertical line rather than a colon, that vertical line. Can I write one in here just to show you? Like that line. Oh yeah, fall in love with it. A lot of the times, just simple sentences, period, start a new sentence. You know, the block quotes thing, you know, if it's a long quote, sometimes you do that in a paper, but don't do that for this. Just throw a quotation in there. Don't do that block quote thing. You know, don't make things more complicated than they have to be. This is, you know, this looks like it's well written. It's got citations. There's way too much going on here, though, right? 3 paragraphs, and they're numbered, or one of them numbered. Yeah, there's way too much going on. And see this? This is like that's a book. They just wrote me a book. Too much. Okay, they get marked down for it, even though they might go, well, look at all the stuff I wrote. Yeah, but you didn't do it correctly, you know. And trust me, no teacher you have in college, I mean, that has 100, 150, 200. I've had 250, 300 students in any given semester in certain points. There's no way we're reading all this. There's no way we're reading all this from one student when there's like 47 of these to grade for this one class, and then we have to do another class. You know, I can tell it looks good. They spelled Frederick Douglass with 2 S's. The citation is good, right? The author's last name, page number, no comma, no nothing. Don't write P for page or PG. So this is Joseph. Oh, you see this? Chief, just put Chief Joseph. Don't use people's first name only. It's their full name, then their last name, and that's it. Don't ever use their first name only. The only deviation you'll see from this from historians is, for example, I think it's David McCullough. There are biographers. For a biographer of John Adams or Abigail Adams, you know, they will refer to them as John and Abigail. They have the same last name. It's a biographer. They're writing a narrative story. You know, that there's a little difference there. It's special or whatever. I never want to see anyone's first name only. Do not say Abigail. Do not say Ira. It's Ira Stewart, and Stewart, Abraham Lincoln, and Lincoln. Don't say, hey, you know, then Abe did the Gettysburg Address. Good old Abe, my boy. You know, Abe. And then we went to Station 55 in Gilroy and had some fries and had a little too much Jim Beam, and Abe threw up in the backseat of my car. He still owes me for the detailing on that. That's Abe. No, that didn't happen because he's Abraham Lincoln, President Lincoln, not Abe. Good. So grammar composition, this looks fine. This looks fine. Format, clearly off because there's 3 paragraphs, that's format. Proper citations, that's good. I won't, you know, I already got them on the length part. Content, clearly there's a lot going on here. Clearly they have a lot of information. I haven't even started reading it. You notice this? Let's read this last part here. Ooh, good. Many industrial workers labored 60-hour weeks with no pensions, compensation for injuries, or protections against unemployment. There should be a quotation there, close quotation. Right, close quotation, and then the period goes after the citation. Yet Stewart wanted to implement more leisure rest and thought, this is all right. Let me go back to the grammar, actually. Some of these, this is a good attempt at weaving sentences, weaving quotations into your own sentences, your own words. This is pretty good. There's some proofreading's good. Read through it. I know you're rushing. I shouldn't fault you for that. I used to write papers the last day and then turn them in. And I've gone back and reread the stuff, and it's just a lot of fluff, and it could have been better. I've actually rewritten papers from grad school and stuff. Content, lots going on. Let's give them 10. The old college try. So 18.5 points out of 20. What does that mean? Well, what is that times? That's an A. That's 92.5%, something like that. That's an A. So don't freak out when you see 17.5 points or 18 points. That's a B, A. You know, see where you're missing the points in here. And if there's no feedback, like I didn't leave feedback for this person, shoot me an email and say, hey, why did I only get 2.5 out of 4 on grammar? Could you be more specific if I wasn't specific? And I will look at it and I will get back to you. Okay, cool. How's that sound? That sound good? We only did 2. I feel good about that. So we're gonna stop here. That's a weekly response tips, specifically 3-paragraph response. We've done 2 of these. There are 3 more to go, I believe. So yeah, let's get some Pink Floyd to carry us out. Actually, you know what? No. You guys are gonna get this is a good album. It's a good opening track. I'm gonna have to play like Led Zeppelin or something to gain credibility back. I realize after this. I apologize. I'll just share this album. I'll email it to all of you.
Your love is my love. Baby, I love you.